Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Well, today we are doing a Los Angeles Clippers off-season rebuild. So, the LA Clippers got eliminated in 6 games by the Dallas Mavericks, mostly because of Kawhi Leonard. I mean, I'm not saying it's completely his fault. It was other guys didn't live up to the expectations as well. Like Paul George didn't play as good in the playoffs, and we all know that. Kawhi Leonard was injured almost the entire series, and it just sucked, man. He only played 2 games. Obviously, they extended him. I don't know if they're regretting that now, but I expect him to be healthy, at least in the playoffs. I don't know what happened. I feel like he always has a good regular season, but when it comes down to the playoffs, I don't know just what happens, bro. And then this is his second straight year he hasn't really played in the playoffs so well. James Harden he started off the series really good, but he kind of fell off at the end. Zubac is really good. Westbrook wasn't the best in the playoffs, obviously. So honestly, I don't think their team is really that good right now. It sucks to get eliminated in a round one. But does this mean they're gonna maybe rebuild, blow it up, trade Kawhi, maybe let Paul George go for nothing in a signing trade? I don't know. It's gonna be a lot. This Clippers offseason is gonna be a movie. I'm just gonna say after there's gonna be a lot they're gonna have to deal with, obviously. So yeah, I mean, let's just head straight into it, right? I fixed all the settings. Yeah, let's head straight into it. So I believe the Cavaliers won that game, so only Force win them. So yeah, obviously the second round is completely set. We got the Thunder, Mavericks, going to be a really good series. Denver, Minnesota already shown a glimpse of being a really entertaining series. New York and Indiana would have been really good. I would have loved the Bucks to win that series. I feel like it would have been more interesting to see the New York Knicks and the Bucks, but I just saw Cavaliers fans chanting, "We want Boston," but we all know how that turns out every single time a team chants that. The Heat know that very well. But let's head straight to the NBA Finals. We got the Mavericks and the Knicks. We got the Mavericks going on the championship. Finals VP going to Luka Doncic. So Jalen Brunson facing his former team is going to lose though. But let's head straight into player retirement. So we got no guys. Okay, so we got PJ Tucker trying to retire on us, but he's obviously not retiring, so I'm gonna override that. Let's head straight into the draft lottery. So we're not gonna have a first round pick. So our pick, I don't even know. I believe it goes to the Sixers anyway, but Sixers don't own that pick, so I'll fix that. I don't know why 2K always obviously doesn't fix it, but we have a second round pick though from the Pacers, so we have to hit on the second round pick. We have to, because he needs to be ready to play immediately. Similar to like how Kobe Brown, I mean, he played in the first couple, weeks or games this season, but there's somebody that's ready to play immediately, along with obviously Kawhi and the rest of the guys. So yeah, still have to make a decision what we're gonna do with James Harden and Paul George, but we'll obviously figure that out. It's gonna be a lot after they address this offseason. So staff, Tyronn Lue, obviously he's gonna stay, and then heading into obviously we need a obviously an assistant head coach. Kevin Ollie if he's here, but I really don't see him. So I'm just gonna bring in probably Alex. I'm just gonna bring in a right here, and then we can go ahead and bring in a wing whisper. And I will see you guys in the draft with our obviously mid second round pick or whatever. All right, so yeah, so I'm straight in the draft. There's nobody I'm really looking to trade on draft night. We could maybe attach maybe Man or Norman Powell on a trade. But like I said, yeah, they also want to be traded. So it's going to be a long off season, but let's dive straight to the draft, obviously, with our second round pick. So if we want to go, see you goes number one. Wait, it's what's going on? Okay, Ron Hall. I don't know what's going on there, but we have pick 46. Why? Okay, there we go. All right. I don't know why I did that, but we got Dylan Jones, we got Dylan Mitchell, we got Isaac. I know Isaac develops really good from the Sixers video, so I know that. We got Mark Mitchell, we got Tristan Da Silva, Trevin, Hunter Dickinson, we got PJ Hall down here, Felix. This 2K says the best player is Dylan Jones. He's a C. Literally any other shooting guard, even though we could definitely use a guard here. So 17 points per game, 40% from three can kind of fit exactly what we need. Dylan Jones. We also needed a forward, so we can really use anything here. I haven't took Dylan Jones though, so I'm actually gonna take Dylan Jones. 23, so hopefully he should be ready to play immediately. I have no clue though. Maybe we should. Okay, never mind. He was 16 out overall, so maybe that was my bad. Was the other guys maybe better options? So we were okay. So yeah, we could have took Isaac. We could have took Trevin. So I kind of messed up on the Dylan Jones pick. So that sucks. Paul George. I'm gonna decline. Russell Westbrook. I'm gonna. He actually they're declining. PJ Tucker's gonna accept this player option though. Qualifying offers. We got Kai Jones, man at Boston, and Diabate. Honestly, I'm really only guy I want here really back is like Brandon Boston Jr. But yeah, free agency is gonna be huge. We do actually. I was gonna say we have money. We had 22 million if we didn't re-sign Paul George, Harden, Kai Jones, Brandon Boston, those guys. But I feel like we have to. The Sixers are offering my contract though, so I don't know if we want to go there. But I just feel like we have to. I mean, we have really nothing else to. Nothing else to lose, right? So we probably have to re-sign Paul George as well as James Harden. So let's get to it. So Paul George probably gonna offer him a little bit more money because the Sixers are offering something as well. Because I know that was a rumored deal, and we're gonna offer him more, and he's gonna sign with us, which is great. Um, and then James Harden, I'm gonna offer you a 3 year deal though. I should have offered Paul George three, but it's fine. I'll offer you a 3 year deal. I might have planned a player option too. I'm only offering you 40 million across the board. Sorry, but yeah, you're just 34. I just don't think it makes sense to pay you that much money. And then Brandon Boston and Kai Jones will come back in their qualifying offers. And we have to figure out how we're gonna get better from there. Russell Westbrook is probably not gonna be back. So we'll do that. So Paul George and James Harden, welcome back to Los Angeles. And now we have barely anyone in Sonic, guys. So, all right. Got James Harden, Bones Highland. We got Norman Powell, Terrence Mann, Dylan Jones, which sucks. He was a 69, dude. We got Paul George, Amir Coffey, Kawhi Leonard, PJ Tucker, Kobe Brown. We got Evans Zubac. So I believe, okay, so we're missing a backup center, PJ Tucker. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to see what I can get in a trade for maybe like, I was thinking about trading Norman Powell, but he's really good buy off the bench. So what can I get for like Terrence Mann, PJ Tucker, our one tradable first round pick, which I don't think we can even trade. So Johnny Davis, Isaiah, we can get Zach Collins, we can get Adams, so Isaiah Jackson, we can get so Kevin Huter and Keon Ellis doesn't seem too bad though. So a trade like that, what I just saw was offered to me, so we can get first round pick from the Bulls, we can get Karis LeVert, Ty Jerome, but this pick kind of stands out to me. They could trade with the Hornets. Well, I wouldn't see why they'd be willing to do this, but because let's say they get a veteran guy in the locker room and PJ Tucker. Let's say they get a guard and Terrence Mann. But the reason why they're doing this is because of the draft capital here. So they get off of Grant Williams and Trey Mann, which I don't know if they want to do that because he had a pretty good end to the season. Trey Mann, I know he develops as well. So this doesn't seem like a bad trade. We get a better shooting guard. We get a better power forward. We'll only trade a first round pick in a second, most of our draft capital. But I like this trade. They should be good in the long term. So we get 25 overall power forward and we get a 23 overall shooting guard. So I really like that addition for us. So that should definitely make us better. Adding trade man and obviously Grant Williams as we get a forward, which I love that trade a lot. Bones Allen, we all know he develops into something, so I'll just let him stay as our point guard. Um, and then, Norman Powell is somebody we also could trade as well. We can throw him maybe, or we can get a better center. There's a lot of options we can do, but I'm gonna throw Norman Powell, the White Powell in there, and see. Norman Powell, see what else. We get Paul Reed in a second. Could definitely do this trade. We get a backup center. We can get Brook Lopez and a pick swap from the Bucks. So basically, the Bucks get a shooting guard they can rely on. We get Brook Lopez as a center. Doesn't seem too bad. Maybe look. So we can get so we can get Nick Richards, get Terrence Mann back. This is the type of trade I'm looking for. We can get a 1-for-2 type of deal. Dylan Jones will be willing to trade if we get something like this, but obviously it's not realistic getting Terrence Mann back. So we can trade Powell and Amir Coffey. We can get John Collins. Something that's interesting. So I don't know why the Knicks would do this. They're offering Mitchell Robinson. Maybe Robinson is just, his issues with injuries, obviously. That hurted him through his whole career, so maybe getting Mitchell Robinson wouldn't be too bad. Like Shafino, Gabe Vincent, we could get Jet Howard, can get Washington. So I don't really need another power forward, even though I know they have interest in PJ Washington. We can get Finney Smith, Shai Baji in a first. I'm not really looking for draft capital. So you can get Jaden McDaniels somehow. He's an insane player. We can get Draymond Green. So none of these trades really stand out to me the most. Obviously, the best trade I saw was the Hornets offering me something. So a similar trade like that, I'm gonna see if I can pull that off real quick. I don't know if we're able to pull this off. Let's say we get Corey Kispert and Marvin Bagley for Powell, Dylan Jones, and then we have one tradable more. We have one more tradable first round pick we could throw in there just in case. So they want Brett Williams in the first. Give me Rashawn Holmes. Since we just got one, obviously don't want to trade or not, but I'll throw the first round pick in there. They want Grant Williams still under Sean Holmes. I can't. Okay, but we can. I mean, we could throw Amir Coffee in there really if we really don't want to keep him, but he's a really good bench piece as well. 6 points per game, 38% from three stands out. Really, they won't have nobody to give me really if we do give them, Amir Coffee. Probably don't want to do it, Dave. Okay, so now we're getting Trey Man, Shamit. I don't know if he can do this. So maybe somebody else instead of Marvin Bagley, I would take. If you can just get Corey Kispert for, Norman Powell, but they're obviously going to have to give me more in the trade. So 10 million. That's why Bagley would have been perfect. So honestly, Landry Shamit would not be bad either in the trade. So Powell for Corey Kispert and Landry Shamit. They get Dylan Jones. They want Williams for Sean Holmes. They just want Grant Williams so bad. So we won't be able to do that trade. Another one I was looking at was with the Bucks as well, where maybe we can squeeze Bobby Portis out of them. So backup center Bobby Portis, and then they give me maybe the $3 more million. We probably can't take on Connington. Actually, we could. So if we get Bobby and Pat Connaughton for Norman Powell, we trade the first round pick. They're gonna want Kobe Brown, Dylan Jones. They'll give me. I don't want to trade both of them, but I mean, I can trade Dylan Jones though, and then for AJ Green if that makes sense. They want Bones Hell and they give me a first round pick swap. Honestly, I'll just give you Dylan Jones. See what to say. They want Kobe Brown for AJ Green. I mean, I don't really want to trade both of them. So honestly, we're just getting to the point where we're really close to making a trade. Team just are countering with a lot, so maybe you can look for something else. Well, other trades looking at play with the San Antonio Spurs, where we get honestly, you might just have to give up Kobe Brown. We might just have to give up Kobe Brown and the rest of the guys, which I wanted them to develop. But I mean, getting Bobby Portis off the bench seems like a dream scenario. So I think we might have to do that. I look at it, maybe the Bucks want to shed some money. I don't know, but similar trade I was looking at before. Somebody else instead of Pat Connaughton, maybe that's making a little bit more money. It would have to be Pat Connaughton, right? It would have to be Pat. Yeah, it would have to be Pat Connaughton, which sucks. So, all right, we'll do this trade. We'll do the trade. We'll trade. Actually, they are okay. No, I have to do the first round pick in there. Okay, I'll trade Kobe Brown for AJ Green. I guess we'll do that. So we're getting AJ Green. So I'll do the trade. Get Bobby Portis off the bench. Don't really have any forward depth now, so it sucks we did that trade. But I feel like getting Bobby Portis is a dog. He can come off the bench for Zubac. So I like that trade. Makes us a little bit okay. So Connington will be the backup two, and then really we could maybe flip Connington to AJ Green for a better backup two. We'll see. Okay, nothing, right? So I feel like we're fine just like this. I don't know if I made this team better or worse, but I did the most with what I could do, if you know what I mean. So player progression should look pretty bad, something I expect. So we got Kawhi, Paul George, Harden going down. We got Trey Mann, Bones Howland going up. We have Brandon Boston, Kai Jones, Jordan Miller. Mosaic going up, so that's fine. We should have too many players. We have 15, so I guess we'll just leave it like that. So I don't know about that offseason. I don't know if he got better. It sucks that Harden, Kawhi, and Paul George have to progress, but that's just the spot the Clippers are in right now. And I mean, a terrible position. They might be in a worse position than the Brooklyn Nets, maybe, but all right. Your rotation is Harden, Trey Mann, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Zubac, Bobby Portis, Bones Allen, Grant Williams, Amir Coffey, and Pat Connaughton as your rotation. I don't know about this rotation. You guys like it, but I feel like, I mean, it could be, you could argue, like, it could be better than last year because Highland will be at least a 10 point per game scorer this year. Grant Williams, I don't know. I don't know. This could be a really good rotation, but I will see you guys at the end of the season or at the deadline if you want to explore offers for Kawhi, PG, or James Harden. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we're at the deadline, and I think it makes sense to maybe explore some options for maybe James Harden, PG, or Kawhi. We're tied at 26 and 26. We're a playing team, so not really what you want for a team that obviously has three superstars, but it's fine. So we can trade Kawhi averaging 17. We can trade Paul George having 21. I don't know. I kind of want to keep Pete. That's the thing. I don't know. I feel like Kawhi would make more sense, or I don't know, dude. But first, I feel like it makes us look trades for James Harden. So we can get Damian Lillard. Interesting. We can get Pools. We might just do the Jordan Poole trade. We get Jordan Poole, Marvin Bagley. Maybe we prioritize depth. I don't know. So we can get Bradley Beal. I mean, he is a higher overall, averaging more points, doing a little bit more than Harden, obviously. I don't know. I just don't know if that's the right trade to do, though. I don't know if that really makes it better. So we can get Kellen Johnson and Zach Collin. Maybe the Spurs. I don't know. I don't know if they will really want a ball dominant center and like a guy like already a point guard obviously. So we can get Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic. Zach LaVine will come in 24. I don't know, bro. Dude, do we just maybe trade Paul George instead? So okay, so here come the better offers. I don't want to trade Highland averaging 16. I know that happens from prior experience. So we can get Zach LaVine and Kobe White. We can get Darius Garland. I mean, Garland as a starting point guard doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, I saw some rumors about the Cavalier trading. Okay, so we can get. I don't know why teams are so interested in Paul. I mean, he's 34. I wouldn't see why a team would offer me Trae Young for him though. That's interesting. Okay, so we can get Brandon Ingram and McCollum. We won't have a center. We can get quickly enough. I don't know why the offers are so better now, which is weird. I'm gonna say that. The bet. I mean, I like the offer we had Devin Vassell and Zach Collins as well, but I feel like the best offer really was Darius Garland trade and get Max or something in, so we can get Garland and maybe start as our point guard. We could trade James Harden to move him to the two. Man is averaging 12 points per game, so I don't want to trade Brandon Boston. That's the thing. So I don't know. Do we want to really only trade Paul George? Maybe let's just try Kawhi now. So offers going to be a little bit more better, obviously. But I don't know. Do we trade him to the Wizards for Poole, Kuzma? Okay, I feel like Paul George makes sense to be traded here. So we trade Vassell, Collins, we can trade Van Vliet, Adams, so quickly Jakob All right, might have to come out of the realistic stage here and maybe just get a guy like Markin or John Collins, Trae Young to. Okay, so first, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get a starting point guard, Darius Garland, to rebuild this team. He'll be great, so I'll do that trade. Well, I moved Kawhi to the two, and then I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to move James Harden to the two. Like maybe we didn't have to trade PG. Maybe we could have kept going with it, but we'll do that. We'll have Garland, Harden, Kawhi, Grant Williams, and then Bobby Portis. I don't know. Oh, that's really good rotation. Zubac is mad, so we could also trade him. Coffee is here. I mean, could look for offers for maybe a power forward for Zubac. We'll see. Not really seeing anything. I guess we'll see the rotation like this, man. Probably hard and quality traded in the off season. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I'm just trying as hard as I can. So right now my rotation's coffee is cold. Shrink the bench utilization down a bit. Yeah, this is gonna be really hard. I mean really hard. I mean really hard. So we trade. Okay, so what we can do for the Cavs now is they have now Mitchell moving to point guard for them, and then they can have a really good small forward, and they can maybe go on, maybe win something. We'll see. All right. Does this make us better? Probably not, but we'll see. Luka Doncic is your MVP, but you won't believe how we did at the end of the season, man. We ended up actually making the playoffs. We're the third seed, so I don't know. We have injuries off. Kawhi is fully healthy, man. Garland with 25, so Kawhi. I don't know why he's only averaging 17, bro, but please step it up, bro. I'm pushing you and Garland Tennessee up hard, and you need to step it up as well. I'm actually, if we can get a championship out of this, that would be historical, and I mean historical, dude. I don't know how we're even in the playoffs right now, but I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. But starting five: Garland, Harden, Kawhi, Williams, Zubac. This actually isn't a bad starting five. Defense, obviously our backcourt defenses are good. I would rather replace Harden with like a defensive guy. So honestly, it might not be. I thought when I traded Paul George, we sucked. I thought it was probably rebuild was probably over, but now we can trade Kawhi for a defensive wing on, and then after an offseason, if we don't win, I like it. I like it. I like what we put together so far. So we got to play Wimby and Ron Holland. We're actually gonna beat Wembanyama in five to play OKC. Never mind, dude. I knew it. My happy was just gonna end one day. So it's OKC. We are actually gonna push them to seven. So man, if we would have won that series, could have played Luca and the Mavericks though. So I don't know. All I'm saying is I'm it's not over yet, and we could. There's opportunities to get better after the Garland trade. So I don't know if the Cavaliers made to the finals though, because that probably wouldn't have worked out for them. So draft lottery time. We have no first round picks. Probably don't have a pick in a long time, dude. We have no picks until 2029. This trade might not make sense right now, but we can get a 19-year-old Jacoby Walter from the Heat. All I have to do is trade James Harden. I don't know why he will want Harden, but let's say he can start over Terry Rozier. I want Jacoby Walter, dude. But if you can also get a first round pick out of them, sign me up all day. Not regretting this trade. They want a first. Let's just go back. Let's just go back to where We get okay. They want to swap seconds. Fine. All right, whatever. We get Jacoby Walter on the team. So Jacoby Walter, we could have just traded no seconds, but I mean, is that your defensive forward for the future or wing or I mean shooting guard? I don't know, but I'm liking that. I'm liking this so far. I don't know if this concludes in anything. Ty Lue, trust me, it's not your fault, dude. But no picks, obviously, till 2026 now, obviously. So, Portis is going. Okay, so we got Connington back. Portis is going to decline. Offers, so Bones Allen and Trey Mann are some guys that I do want back. And we're going to have to pay some guys. We got money. Okay, money in this offseason would have been huge, but we don't have it. We're probably going to be hard kept in there. So, Coffee probably won't be back. But Bones Highland is a guy that I am gonna pay. It's a lot of money, but I am willing to pay 50 million flat zero. Doesn't seem too bad actually. If we can get Coffee for the minimum, that doesn't seem too bad. And then the other guy was Vincent Zubac and Trey Man. So Trey Man, if he can get you for like 13 million for the flat zero, so I'll like that as well. I'll be Portis is a guy that I have to bring back as well. So got Bones Highland, Amir Coffee, and Trey Man all set for next season. Now we need Zubac, Portis, and then obviously, oh, I forgot Josh Primo got released, not on the team anymore. And then obviously, I think that's it, right? That would be it. So let's actually re-sign those two centers. It sucks we have to pay them so much, but Zubac flat zero as well. Bobby Portis flat zero. You might not be able to afford you guys. I look at it, man, but flat zero. This is a lot of money to pay. We can afford them all, which are probably hard cap now. So now we got Garland, Bones Highland, we got Trey Mann, Jacoby Walter, Connington, and AJ Green. They got Kawhi, Struess, Coffee, Grant Williams, and Bobby Portis and Zubac. So we could also use a center upgrade. Maybe we'll look for that at the deadline, but I mean, we trade Kawhi Leonard right now. I mean, I'm not saying we're rushing it, but I mean, get Cooper Flag. Okay, I know this video hasn't been the most realistic so far, but I mean, okay, so we can get Stephon. Like, we're getting some young. We're getting off some young prospects. So we can get Mikal. We can get Cody Williams, dude. All right, I definitely think we'll wait to the deadline to at least do something crazy as that, though. So yeah, we could trade Pat maybe for like a backup power forward, but other than that, I mean, I can't really see anything else we need to do. Actually, if we can dump him off for draft capital, say less, man. Are we getting off for like 2 first-round picks? No, we're not, which sucks, but it's fine, dude. If we can dump them off, okay, maybe we can make the Thunder worse as well if we give them, thank you for your first round pick and your second round pick. Thank you for the draft capital. So we'll obviously take that. We'll sign up power forward and free agency. So Najee Marshall, Jordan Nwora. I'll bring in Najee Marshall on a 2-year deal. After that, we should be good, man. I like it. I'm just saying. I like what we put together so far. I don't know if anything. I'm just okay. So we got Kawhi going down. We do got guys like Trey Mann, Bones Allen, and Toby Walter developing. Najee Marshall. So yeah, I feel like we have too many players in our team. We're still straight at 15. So we'll do that, and then I'll look through the rotation, and they can see if we're a playoff team. Once again, guys, I do want to get a better starting center, and maybe we can trade Kawhi and maybe at the deadline. But not right now. I like our position. I know we're not the best position in the world, but at least I'm trying as hard as I can. So we got Garland, Mann, Kawhi, Grant Williams, Zubac. We got Portis, Highland, Walter. So who are we starting over? Okay, we're starting Trey Mann. So I mean, I guess for now, and then all right, we'll have that rotation, get a better center at the trade deadline, and then we should be cool. At the deadline with the Magic, we trade Zubac for developing center and Jalen Duren at the deadline, averaging about 15 and 10 and a first round pick, which they are going to decline, which is fair. These likely is because we have a big trade exemption, dude. But I guess 2 firsts could be used in a trade for like this, so I mean, we really want to. You can just trade Bobby Portis instead if you really wanted to, but I'll throw a second in there. Get Jalen Duren's leave valuable for them, huh? Alright. Do first it is. It might suck down the line, but okay, they agree. I don't know how I feel about that now. Maybe I should trade our first and then Nuggets first, but Jalen Duren's your starting center for the future. Once again, this rebuild is getting out of no, it's fine. If it doesn't end up in a championship, then it's fine. Uh Kawhi probably be gone next season though. We're actually really good this year, so see you at the end of the season. CA is your MVP, but we ended up being the number 2 seed this year. So hey, man, I mean, I can't throw on this team. No, unless I was not expect to get Garland and Duran on this team. But at the end of the day, dude, I just don't know what this Clippers team is really gonna do at all. So maybe this rebuild's too out of pocket. We had 22 from 16 from Kawhi. I guess he's like a role player now. But we had a lot of scoring from our guys, which you love to see. So we're in the playoffs of the second seed. So just like that, we're a legitimate contender, and we gotta play Minnesota. So they have Carrington, Edwards, McDaniels, Cat, Gobert, John Collins, Garza, Okogie. So against the Timberwolves, we are gonna go ahead and lose in 6 in the first round. So honestly, dude, all right. So guess we have to trade Kawhi. I mean, that's the only thing I can see us doing. Maybe trading Kawhi Leonard for something, and then maybe running it back a couple years. But yeah, that's really the only piece left. We can get a really good power forward as well if we need to. But like I said, we might have to trade Kawhi Leonard in the offseason, which will probably do. Tyronn Lue, I guess we can let him go since we keep losing. We can get Michael Stauffer. We can get Quinn Snyder to be our head coach. He has really good ratings. So Jason Kidd. Honestly, I kind of like the addition of Quinn Snyder as our head coach. So if we can get Quinn Snyder, that'll be great. And yes, we are going to get Quinn Snyder to be our. If we can get one of these coaches to be like our assistant as well, sign me up long term. Tyronn Lue, after he probably doesn't want to come be an assistant, we can get Willie Green to be an assistant, bro. That would be crazy. And he's an assistant, so we get Quinn Snyder. Also get Willie Green to be an assistant. So hey, man, I'm not. Coaching staff is great. So only thing we need now is a legitimate young forward, and trust me, I feel like we're gonna be really good. So it's like that. We can get Cade Cunningham, which probably not gonna do, but it's definitely interesting. All right, so we can maybe trade. Okay, so the Nuggets want Kawhi Leonard. They're gonna need Michael Porter Jr. MPJ is the guy I was looking for, but I mean, not really a young forward, as I should say. But the Nuggets kind of make some sense for a guy like Kawhi Leonard because they definitely, I feel like, I don't know if they want to trade MPJ for him. I don't know if that'll ruin things for him. But okay, so Ron Holland, I don't know if the Spurs will to do that. Probably not. But Kawhi want to, go down as many overall as MP. I'm doing this trade, man. We get MPJ, we get Zeke Naji as well. So I'm feeling that trade. I really like it. We have Garland, Walter, MPJ. We didn't get a pick in that trade, which just sucks. But FPJ doesn't have to really do much scoring. If we can maybe, trade Grant Williams, Najee Marshall, in the second round pick as well to get like a power forward too, man, that would be great. So Cameron Johnson popped up, as well as Torian Prince. So we can just like that we can get Cameron Johnson, get Torian Prince as well. So Cameron Johnson would be the power forward. But is he really better than Grant Williams? I think he is, man. Grant Williams is averaging 31% from three, which that's not great at all. Trust me. Let's get Cameron Johnson and Torian Prince. Let's do this. So Cameron Johnson will be our power forward, and then we have it. So we have a lot of small forwards though, so we could dump Prince to a third team, or Struce, whatever. We'll do that. Prince to a third team for like a forward, or we can just dump him off, or it doesn't matter too much. I really don't want Torian Prince that much, so we will do that trade. And then we have MPJ, Struce. So now should be good. I'm just saying. So team and player options we have Jacoby Walter, offering offers, but free agency we got Amir Coffee and AJ Green, which I want to bring back. So we should be good now I look at it. So this is your rotation. I love it. I love what we have. I love what we put together. We could trade for like a star power forward at the deadline, but honestly, me personally, I think we're fine, dude. Like, nobody's going down overall. This team is obviously young, so I don't know, man. Maybe this team is pretty good. So it's like that, a whole new era. The only player left from that team starting the video is, I believe, Bones Highland. So that's interesting. Yeah, a whole new era here in Los Angeles. Does this conclude into a championship? We will see soon. For MPJ, Kevin Johnson, Jalen Durham, Bobby Portis, Bones Highland, Trade Man, Max Strus, and then Zeke Naji's playing. I'll run a 9 rotation. We'll do that, and then yeah, bench utilization, push that down to like 850, and then here we go. Cameron Johnson 79. Maybe we don't have to trade for Cam Johnson. I'll look at it, but it's fine. We can trade him at the deadline. Here to say yes to this, but we just got Jalen Williams. So basically, I just offered Johnson, Zeke, Najee 2 firsts and 2 seconds, and that landed me jail. Trust me, I have no clue why they did this. But yeah, I thank you. I mean, thank you for Janelle Williams. I mean, all right, this team. I think this team is legitimately ready now. We're not at the deadline, so we're 9-9. I thought we were struggling, so I made that trade. That should help us. Just offers the fourth seed. Got the Warriors in round one. So here's our team. Can we go ahead and beat the Warriors? Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and beat them in five to play Oklahoma City. So we took Dale Williams away. Does that make us the favorites to win it? We're gonna beat them at seven to play Houston now. So Brunson on this team kind of makes it scary. But game one, we're gonna take game two. We're gonna take game three. They're gonna take game four. They're gonna get up game three. No, okay. You know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna talk about how it is. Blew 4 games in a row, and we did even get swept. But the Magic, with Zubac going to win the championship, they had Kyrie and Jamal, so maybe, yeah, I can see why they would probably win the championship if they had Kyrie and Jamal Murray, Jed Howard, and good small for that was a pretty good team. But I'll run this back one more year. All right, so for the final season, we're the number one seed. We got the Spurs. So we got Wembanyama round one, and we are going to lose in six. So I try my hardest to win a championship. But you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. This might not have been the most realistic video, but trust me, I'm gonna make up for it with tomorrow's video most likely being a Madden rebuild. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Chiefs rebuild coming out soon tomorrow, most likely Wednesday. So two upload day tomorrow, two video day tomorrow. It'll be NBA and NFL because we need to do the Orlando Magic as well. So if you guys enjoy, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.